happy Monday. Or maybe it's Tuesday where you are by the time you're watching it. But today is Magical Monday and I am Magical Michelle. And we have a really cool day today. Today is the Egyptian calendar's day out of time. So I love this day because it's kind of an in-between day. It's a fairy day. It's a day where it's good for reflecting and getting really clear on everything. So when you're looking at the day out of time, think about it as sort of, it's not just sort of, it is the deepening of the understanding of the Egyptian calendar. It's the liminal in between. So we have the Galactic New Year or the Egyptian New Year happening tomorrow. And it's this big portal of energy that's happening. So it's a good day to reflect on where you are, where you're going, and what it is you want to get really clear on your desires. So the first thing I always do with that is clean up my energy leaks. Anytime I'm wanting to manifest anything, I want to look at my energy leaks. What is it that I have outstanding that isn't really all there for you? So are you giving your energy away in a way you don't want to? Do you have commitments you have to finish and clean up? So a lot of times with an energy leak, it could be just unfinished business. And there's a great energy right now for tying up those things in bows. We've got a massive amount of stuff going on in the astrological atmosphere. This week we've got we had a solar storm, one of the worst you've seen. If you look at what's happening with the sun, it is bringing in geomagnetic stress into the atmosphere, and so that can create sleep disturbances. And on the good side, it does bring in solar storms, brings in more light into our system. So we are upgrading in the alignment of becoming more light, more of a light being, more of a light worker. And so I don't look at it as negative. I look at it as, what do I clear up? And I received a really great piece of information over the weekend, and I've meditated on it. Like, it started with an article that I went deep diving into, and it's really, really neat, and I want to share it with you. If we think about on our energy leaks, one of the biggest places we lose energy is actually at night when we're sleeping. And sometimes we fall asleep with our phones in the bed. We fall asleep with a meditation on, or a TV on, or our laptop on. And whether you believe in energetic entities or not, I guarantee you're getting more electromagnetic with your Bluetooth devices, and especially if you're listening to something during your sleep. So one thing you can do is, one energy leak is to put a ball of light around you. See yourself in a protected energy as you sleep. See that anything you may be listening to. So if you're listening to white noise on purpose, or you're listening to sound meditations, guided meditations, binaural beats, look at sealing it up so that in your sleep you are only receiving what it is you desire. You are only receiving the highest benevolence of this experience. So the energy leak gets sealed up. So you would command that you're in a place where nothing but positive energy can come into your field through your sleep cycle, through your dreams. Nothing can enter into your field during your sleep, and that you are protected in your sleep. And that means that, let's say you have a beautiful piece of guided meditation to sleep with. Nothing can come in through your subconscious, and nothing can attack you through that energy, whether it's intentional or unintentional. The other thing is also that you are clearing radiation, Bluetooth energy, electromagnetic stress, geostorms, and energetic interference, intentional or unintentional. So you're sealing up your sleep and imagining yourself in a beautiful ball of light, a bubble of light. And I do this all the time, but I'm just been asked to sort of share this with you. If you're listening to a piece of music, ask that it's only the benevolent highest frequency comes in. If you are working with social media, that ask that you energetically are only receiving what's for your highest and best information, and then see if you don't get higher vibrational information on your social media or forms of networking. You want to just seal up your energy and set an intention, and even only grant permission for beings of the highest light and information to be coming to you at this time. That only beings of light, only energies of the highest frequency, only messages that are true for you ever reach you. So you want to do that. And then you can do that in your real life as well. The energy leak of energy vampires. Is there a person that is energy vampiring you? Is there something that you keep saying yes to out of guilt or worry or fear that is not bringing you joy? And maybe you're only there out of obligation. Do your best to seal up and complete obligations that are wearing you down. And that can just be looking at a pile of laundry and how that makes you feel. If it makes you feel yuck, get it cleaned up so that you're no longer leaking your energy that way. So an energy leak can be a person, a project. It doesn't have to even be a negative person or a negative project. It could just be that it feels like it's weighing on you. Then there's energy vampires that are also almost intentionally, when you're with them, it feels like they feel better and you feel worse. That's more of an energy vampire. So seal up anything you're giving them that is your own creative life force energy. We don't want to give that away. We don't want to be selfish, and we're certainly willing to help people if they need it. But remember, you're not giving away something that you no longer have to give. So you want to make sure that you are filled up, restored, and in a good place to be giving anything away. So if you're in a place where you're giving away something you don't have to give, don't give it. So once upon a time, I was led by my guides because I was always taught, do unto others as you would have done unto you. And so I would give away maybe my rent money or the things that I really, really needed, including my time or my energy. And I am still happy to give that. I just have to be clear that I would only give it if I have it to give. So I would not want to give somebody or have someone give something to me that would harm them. So when I really look at that, do unto others as I would have done unto me, I also would not want to have someone give something to me that they didn't have or that would harm them. So I check in with myself now. Do I have this to give? And if I do, I'm actually a pretty big first person to give something to another person. But I want to also make sure on your energy leaks that you're not giving something you don't have, or you would have to go resource in a way that harmed you in some way. And then another big part of Galactic New Year that's coming up right now is the energy of celebration. We get so much more out of life when we are celebrating, celebrating our successes. We talk a little bit about gratitude and how gratitude is going to bring us more to be grateful for. Celebration is the same. When we hit a goal, we want to make sure that we are celebrating our success. So we're not always on the hamster wheel of, I need this, I need this, I need this. We want to stop incrementally and celebrate. We want to celebrate our successes, our little milestones, our opportunities. Otherwise, our brains and our bodies do not realize that we have actually gained a desire, because you may actually be in the moment your brain had manifested from the past. Are you look right now, and this is gratitude, but it's also gratitude on steroids. Look to see if you aren't actually living the miracle you asked for in the past right now. And if that's the case, celebrate it. Relish it. Be part of celebrating that piece of your life, because as you're manifesting the next level, as you're going into this next phase, you want to remind yourself how far you've come, what you have manifested, what a miracle you really are. And so that's why we do these celebrations. Celebrate life, celebrate manifesting, celebrate little tiny successes, all the way to big fat successes. There's a lot of us that have had these great successes and we just push on to the next thing. So we want to have these milestones to mark our success. Our celebrations mark our miracle manifestations as a doable thing. So we're constantly then telling our brain, okay, that wasn't in our life before, but I made it happen. I allowed it to happen. A miracle came in and it did happen. So I'm so grateful and thankful this is in my life now. And so therefore, as we come into it, we're like, oh, I'm so grateful and thankful that this is going to continue to be in my life. And therefore I can ask for the next thing and the next thing and be in a belief that it is possible. Some people just don't know what joy is or how to get there. And this is one way we can do it, is to celebrate and be joyful and be in gratitude for every little thing we have ever acquired, manifested, made happen, allowed to happen, received. That's going to help our brains elevate and start looking for more. What we think about, what we look for, we're going to attract more into our lives. We're going to make more possible to be in our lives. And so celebration, gratitude, partying, like, and I do mean a fun little party, not necessarily, it doesn't have to be big. It can be very small, and yet it could also be very big. These celebrations, we really want to be in the possibility. So this week we have the in-between. We're in the in-between. So today being the day of in-between, the 25th of July is that day out of time. We have that galactic new year on Tuesday and Wednesday, depending on where you are in the world. And then on Thursday, late, or for some of you, it'll already be Friday, we have the Leo new moon. And the Leo new moon marks a very outward beginning of celebration energy and being seen, being out there, very celebratory, and it's very fixed fire. So it's a bonfire of light to a certain extent. And so whether you do it Thursday night or Friday, I'm choosing a lot of Friday energy, being that celebration of the new moon. So this weekend we'll have new moon energy all 3 days. So this week, clean up, release, tie up the loose ends. Toward the weekend, you have some alignments going on. We have this big, heavy alignment that we've been feeling for the whole last month. It's one of the astrological pieces of this year. And if you really want to dive into the astrology of this weekend, look at Pam Gregory's video about the new moon in Leo, and it'll give you more. But just think about this weekend as a turning point. And for the rest of the year, you're gonna have like 5 months where you're reviewing still more and you're creating still more. So there's going to be, I think you're going to see a lot of changes personally and outwardly. There's going to be a lot of global changes. I think you're going to see a lot in the politics in the next few months, and really, I think what we're doing is we're creating a whole new world. And so what you get to do is a choice point. Right here, this weekend is a choice point. Who are you going to align with? Are you going to align with the energy of fear, worry, concern, old version of you? Are you going to align with celebration, creation, and joy and possibilities? It's really up to you. But who you spend time with, how you spend your time, how you spend your brain power is going to be the currency of where you end up in the next 5 months. So your energy lakes, cleaning them up this week, and then being really clear on how you focus from this weekend on. What are you giving your energy to? And that's why finishing projects right now is so potent. What are you giving your energy to? What are you choosing? And who are you becoming? What are you going to give your energy to? And what is going to fuel your personal fire is going to be so important. And so we've chosen this time, as we're getting ready for the 8/8 portal. We've got a lot of big things coming in August. I love August. It's usually a really big month for all of my programming. I love the 8/8 alignment. It is where Sirius and the central sun and our planet all line up to the Giza pyramid and the Sphinx energy. And for me, I just feel really, really alignment at that 8/8 Lionsgate portal. And I'll be working with the Bloom Temple priestesses. We have 4 of us that are bringing to you a very special program for 8/8. So that's something that if you're really, really interested in the Egyptian energy and the Egyptian oils, we have an offering this weekend coming out. You can purchase oils right now using my link. If you're interested, we'll put the discount. They're gonna have a 28% discount for Bloom oils. And then there's also an 8/8 activation it's really inexpensive. It's like $22. So if that's something you're interested in, all the way to if you want to share in a massive major journey to Egypt with me, and Marissa's going, and we've got a photographer on board now and some really great people. We're about half full. If you're interested, we would love to talk to you about the journey through the mysteries of Egypt. That's coming up in December. So that's a big one coming up this year. And then if you're like, I need to stay home, but I've got something really, really deep I'm ready to commit to heal my energy leaks, and I really want to wrap up my soul fragments, and I want to be in my personal power. The program that I'm starting on August 11th is maybe one of my biggest secrets. I'm going to be bringing out some things I do personally for energy management that is a little bit beyond anything I've ever shared before. and it is the Dark Mysteries of the Rose, Dark Black Rose program. And so it is my Dark Mysteries, which really, when I say that, I mean it's shadow work. And it's also, how do I heal my energy in a way that I'm retrieving all of my soul back to me? How am I overcoming? Why am I so exhausted? By refilling the places that you need to be refilled in, and sealing that all up. So if you want to go deeper into the Dark Mysteries, it's called the Black Rose Gate Dark Mysteries program, and I'm starting that August 11th. And it's, like I said, nothing I have ever worked with before. And if you've not been a part of anything I've done, it's a great program. And if you have been part of something I've done, it's got new pieces in it that I've never really shared. It's energy practices I've been doing for years, some that I've learned on my travels in the last year, and sort of accumulation of what I do. So to really stay whole and protected. All right. So today, with this dark moon energy and the galactic new year upon us, I would want to just do a little energy clearing. Close your eyes and just feel into your body, releasing any tension, and imagine that there's a beautiful ball of light around you, all the way around you, above you, below you, in front of you, beside you, to the right, to the left, in front, behind, and that it is sealed up. Imagine sealing up your energy. And I always think of it like a film around the edges. It's a rainbow, and anything that comes in to this field, into my field, I imagine being transmuted into love. And anything inside of your field right now, I want you to imagine right now transmuting it into love. So as we put the field of love around us, imagine that there's this beautiful ball of light with a rainbow at the edges, and anything that's coming in that's not yours being released. Hooks, cords, attachments, projections, and anything that is coming in, instead of being an attack or a projection, imagine it's coming in and you're changing it. Your energy is changing it into love and light and peace and relaxation and protectiveness. And to know that love and light is your highest form of protection. And if it is inside of you and it's yours, let's say you've been mad or sad or worried or depressed, imagine changing it inside of you, inside your body, inside your ball of light. Anything that is no longer serving you, whether that's worry, fear, concern, fear for someone else, worry for someone else, worry about the money, worry about your health. Go ahead and imagine everything, including your body, being moved into optimum health, optimum light, optimum love. So you're actually seeing a transformation. You're sending love and light into your body, any place that there's a shadow, any place that there is dissonance, any place that there's an ache or a pain. Go ahead and imagine sending that place a little bit of unconditional love. And by unconditional love, I mean accept it deeper. Say, oh, yeah, thanks body for showing me that I'm holding tension there. I can release the tension. Thanks body for showing me that I'm a little bit stressed. I can release the stress. Thanks body. Thank you body. Thank you body for holding me up. So wherever it is, thank it and release it. See it being changed. See it and allow it to be transformed. Allow yourself to be made whole again. And just imagine yourself, if there's anything you have to bring back to you that was lost, imagine that coming back in to you right now. And that you're accepting yourself on a deeper level, and you're loving yourself on a deeper level. And in this space, this time and space that you're accepting, loving, and holding yourself in the energy of love. And that is done in the highest and best way through all time, space, dimension, levels, planes of existence, and realities, that you're healing and upgrading your DNA. That you're healing and upgrading your timeline to the one that's including your highest timeline. And you're loving yourself just a little bit more than you've ever allowed yourself to love before. And as you're taking deep breath in, you're exhaling anything else you're holding on to. And then you're sending out that love to anyone and anything that's ready to receive that love. And we're connecting with the field, and the field of miracles. And remembering that we are part of the field of miracles, and therefore we are worthy and we are deserving of transformation, healing, love, and magic. It's our right, our birthright. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is, and so it shall be. So I hope this has been really helpful. I would love to see you more. I love these videos because I get to connect with you every single week, but it's also really, I love the programs because I actually get to work with you a little more in depth. And so I'd love to see you a little bit more. And in the meantime, have an amazing, magical, galactic new year. Have an amazing and magical new moon in Leo. And as always, live magically.